It's Darren Creed and I'm the chef lecturer from Loughborough College, and today we're continuing our derivatives of the classical vinaigrette and French dressing, and today we're going to start with a honey and mustard. So we've got the honeys in the bowl and we're going to use some coarse grain mustard. Okay, we're looking again around about 3 to 1 with the oil and the vinegar, but it's the grain mustard for me that makes this. So the grain mustard and the honey we combine together just to make a little slurry, if you like, but this is the important part to get the base. So the honey and mustard are combined, and then it's the vinegar. Again, lots of vinegars you can use. Personally, I like the Blanco, so the balsamic white. So it's about 3 to 4 teaspoons. And again, combine that. Make sure that's really well combined. Again, we're using a microfiber cloth and a pastry ring underneath it just to hold it and make it stable for us. When we're happy with the base mix or the base slurry, we'll then start to add our oil. So the oil is a combination of olive oil and vegetable oil or rapeseed oil, mixture of 50 to 50 in a bottle just for the ease of combining. So we slowly start to add the oil, mix it nice and steady, nice and slow and gently, and we're looking for around 3 to 1. It may take a little bit more, it may take a little bit less, it's just on the eye really. Bringing this together to make sure it's not splitting. The emulsification process is nice, it's smooth, and it's a slight pouring consistency when we've got them all mixed together. So if you can see on camera now, that's starting to come together. It's mixing quite well, so we can increase the speed of the oil that's going in. If you get a little bit too much, just stop. Make sure that's combined, because we don't want it to split at this stage. Keep this mixing. And the beauty of the honey mustard dressing, you can use it for all range and all manner of things. So although it's great with a salad in the winter and in the summer, it's also really good with lamb. So it's nice with a nice roasted lamb dish. Everyone uses the classical mint sauce. I quite often use this on a Sunday. It's quite nice. Something a little bit different. So we carry on mixing and combining that. You can see it's coming together. It's quite a nice thick dressing at the minute. It may need a little bit of water just to let it down because it is quite thick. But it's a dressing rather than a vinaigrette. Just a tiny bit more. And that is quite thick, so it's going to need a little bit of warm water just to let that down a little bit. So just combine that for a second. Mixing well. Okay. Then tiny bit of warm water just to loosen it. A little bit at a time, not too much. So it's starting to come down a little bit now. Just a little bit more. And there we have a nice consistency to the honey mustard dressing. Again, we need to taste it. Never serve anything until we've tasted it. That's beautiful, it's sweet. Nice hit of mustard. It needs a little bit of pepper. And using the Blanco vinegar gives it a really nice tang to the end of it. And that's lovely. So I'm happy I'm happy with the consistency. I'm happy with the flavour. You can see it's beautiful and smooth, it's emulsified, it hasn't split. And again, it's really important to get all that in there. And there's the first derivative of the French dressing. So with the French dressing we made first, we're just going to turn that into a herb. Well, a little bit of herb French dressing. And we've got a variety of herbs. We've got some garlic cress, we've got some tarragon, some rosemary, some thyme. Personally, I'm just going to use a little bit of thyme. So we'll take the thyme out. Just rub your fingers down and just get some of the thyme berries off there. The smell of thyme is lovely. And then a little bit of the tarragon. So we take the leaves off the stalk. Rub your fingers backwards along there. So a nice little bit of aniseed flavour going in there. So we're going to bring the knives together. Now it's important, if at all possible, to get one nice chop across the top of this, because we really don't want to bruise the tarragon. So if you keep multiple chopping over the top of it, the tarragon will bruise. So we're happy with that. Mix it into the vinaigrette. And it just gives a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a change of dimension. We'll mix that in, and the smell of tarragon's coming through already. You can see that's been sitting there for a while, it hasn't split, the emulsification is really nice. And there's our second derivative of our French dressing, just a nice mixed herb dressing.